British Airways is taking flight in St. Louis, expanding our global reach by connecting the gateway city to London and beyond. Good evening to you. Thanks for being here for First Alert 4 at 6. I'm Corey Stark, live inside Terminal 1 here at St. Louis International, Lambert International Airport. And this is big news for the city of St. Louis. British Airways will offer direct flights to London starting next year. And this is just the latest international flight from St. Louis. And local leaders here in the area say this has the potential to bring a major economic boost to our region. David Emilati has been tracking this story for us all day. David, you've been talking to some of the movers and shakers about just how big of an idea this is.
Yeah, just a few hours ago, every major stakeholder in our region was in the same space talking about how this isn't just a good day for St. Louis, it's a great day and a proud day to be of St. Louis. And it's also something for London to be proud of too, because they get to come to St. Louis whenever they want on a nonstop flight. But there are some questions, of course.
Yeah.
Why now, and how can St. Louis sustain this, not just for this initial 2.5-year deal, but for well beyond? One word: demand.
This new route is also a recognition by British Airways, a world-class international carrier, of the importance that St. Louis plays on the international global stage. This is a big deal.
It's official. British Airways is bringing nonstop flights from St. Louis to London Heathrow.
It gives us a chance to show off.
The St. Louis County Port Authority tells First Alert 4 Investigates this effort was more than a decade in the making.
I want people to know that we are going places, and now we have a big European company recognizing that.
These flights begin April 19th next year. British Airways will operate 4 flights a week on Boeing 787 Dreamliners. A luxury plane bringing a new way to travel in style in and out of St. Louis.
Our excitement is not just coming here, but it's unlocking the potential both ways, from the folks that's from the Missouri to the United Kingdom across our network.
There was a nonstop to London from St. Louis during the TWA days, but American Airlines pulled the plug on that in 2003 after the merger. British Airlines says it's good strategy to have a new hub in the heart of the United States.
We are not being able to make this possible without St. Louis partnership, and also the demand is there.
The flights are expected to generate up to $100 million a year for the metro economy. Leaders call it a game-changing step in further elevating St. Louis on the international map.
It's huge. I mean, having a direct flight to the most populous and most popular destination in Western Europe is a big win for our city, and frankly, it's a big win for Europe.
First Alert 4 Investigates took viewer questions about how Lambert and the St. Louis market can sustain this exciting development straight to the top at Tuesday's presser.
I think a lot of people are curious about the demand for this flight. So can we talk about how this market can sustain this route and this relationship?
If we take a look at throughout the year, our average number, if you take the 365 days, is about 375. So the numbers are there. And I think that's what helped to sell this.
Lambert leadership says these nightly flights will not conflict with the Lufthansa flights to Frankfurt, Germany, taking off earlier in the day to keep customs smooth and congestion down.
Today, the distance between London and St. Louis just got a little shorter, but the possibilities just got a whole lot bigger.
For Kevin O'Malley and the Port Authority, he says if you want to know what direction St. Louis is going, he points to the sky. British Airways wants to be in St. Louis.
Brings people here who would not otherwise come here, and it gives a chance for our businesses to reach people that they otherwise wouldn't reach. That's a good thing.
And tickets are on sale right now. You can get them for a discounted rate. I'm told it's pretty impressive how many flights have already been booked in just a few hours today. Listen to this, though. One way, under $200.
Wow.
We found round trips starting at $599. Saw a lot around the $800 mark, but $800 to go to London?
Yeah.
Why not?
A lot of families here in St. Louis planning their next summer, I think.
Oh, I think family vacations. You got soccer matches over there. I mean, there's
Sure.
so much to do. It's going to be exciting.
It's a big deal. We've been saying it's a big deal for business. It's a big deal for tourism.
Absolutely.
And today I had the opportunity to talk to a local business owner who hopes this new route means more business for him. At the London Tea Room's new location in the de Bolivar Place neighborhood, the sign outside says coming soon. But the business itself has been a St. Louis staple for nearly 2 decades.
We do traditional English tea services. Essentially what that looks like is a prefix menu, an assortment of goodies, savory pastries, desserts. Along with tea, of course, we'll have a little retail shop inside as well. But essentially, it's something that's very common over in the UK that just can't really find around here in the Midwest. So we're hoping to kind of bring that to St. Louis.
Co-owner Nate Richardson says the new direct British Airways flight puts St. Louis more on the international map and could lead to more business for the London Tea Room.
I do think that we do the experience justice, so it'd be really fun to have some experts, so to speak, come and check the place out.
A few miles away in Tower Grove South, these soccer fans are applauding the new route, linking St. Louis to a land of famous soccer clubs.
It's exciting to hear, and yeah, I would love to get over there and watch a game live.
And this new connection has many people thinking about reconnecting with loved ones.
For me personally, it's great because I have family there, so I'm sure for a lot of people, I know from this place there's a lot of English-speaking people, so they must appreciate this new flight.
We got a few aunts and uncles over there. Yeah, maybe I'll pop over and say hey.
And when you think about it, it has been about 23 years since St. Louis has had this direct route over to London. There's a lot of buzz. There's a lot of excitement throughout the St. Louis region, and we're going to bring you more of that excitement from people and travelers coming up in about 10 minutes from now. Morgan, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Corey, thank you. We'll see you here at 6:30.